Hello, and everyone that's seen this video at the New Year's time, Happy New Year. This is day 4 of my 7-day fast, which I think it's going to end up being 8 days because yesterday I ate a peanut. Let's get into the video and see why. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Taki. I'm a certified health coach, health and fitness and a feminine lifestyle. If you're interested in any videos like that, consider subscribing. Follow me on all the social media. I am here and let's connect, guys. Yesterday was New Year's Day. If you watch my yesterday's video, you would see I had plans of going to bed early, which I did, and really prepping myself for the new year. And I ended up eating one peanut, literally one. So I think I'm going to add another day to my fast. And the reason why was because of these fireworks. The fireworks started at 10 o'clock and I thought, okay, fair enough. It woke my daughter up. I thought, okay, fair enough. It stopped for about an hour and a half. And then at 12 o'clock, obviously, it went off again. And they were so noisy. They're scared. They were so noisy. I just couldn't even go to bed. It made me frustrated. I did go to a number 2 yesterday, which was good, but then it just synced me off. So I was just kind of sitting there thinking a few peanuts wouldn't hurt. This is what the brain does to you, by the way. Even as a health coach, do not think I do not understand the psychology of what the mind can say to you. It's only protein, you know, you've worked so hard so far, it is New Year's, all this kind of chat. And I had one and I said, okay, no. So I got my 50 toothpaste. And I got my slim paste and I brushed my teeth. Then I came upstairs and I was still feeling a little icky. So then I decided I took 3 drops of the resolution drops. I started getting a head. Prior to that, I started to get a headache. So I took 3 drops of those, held it in my mouth for 30 seconds, swallowed, had a few sips of my snake juice, and I just forced myself to go to bed because it was just getting ridiculous then. The fireworks had died down, but I think a lot of it had died down because we are on lockdown and there's not much places to buy fireworks. So maybe people ran out because normally that would go on. I don't know why I didn't think of that, if you know what I mean. That wasn't in my head. I know what it's like at New Year's. I should have bought some earbuds or something, but I didn't have the best of sleep and I didn't go to sleep until late. After 12 o'clock. So I just let myself sleep when the alarm went off. So I don't know if I will penalize myself for having one peanut. I do have a general rule that if I do anything, I have to add a day on. That's a way of keeping me accountable. I'm drinking my detox tea again. As yesterday, even if I haven't been eating for the last 4 days, it feels good to get all that stuff out. You know it's there. You feel constipated. You feel bloated. My period pains have been getting a little worse as well, but I'm not going to lie to you, it helps having a compressant garment on. I feel more secure, less bloated. I am bloated, but I feel less bloated, and it is hard taking it off, having to go and change my pad and all of that, but it's kind of worth it because I'm at home. I don't know if I wasn't at home how all of this would feel, but I'm at home, so it's making the whole process a little easier. So what I'm going to do now is weigh myself, I guess. Let's see how much a peanut put on or didn't, or where it kept me. So I'm going to weigh myself and then I'm going to, wash my face, do all my cleansing and everything. And then I think later on I'm going to do a short video because I'm not going to combine my short videos into these videos. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to go over my plan and how I've been kind of contemplating all night what I'm going to do for my birthday. If I will have, sorry guys, the phone cut out for some reason, the video cut out for some reason, I don't know why. I'm going to do a video separate about my plan and what I'm going to do for my birthday weekend. Because we are locked down, I don't think the hotel would be open. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling sorry for myself and I want a treat, but I'm going to plan it out. And then that means if I do decide to have carbohydrates, I'm going to have to push my fasting to 8 weeks goal, because it is going to take a toll on my body in sense of my goal, because we've got 30 pounds to lose. So let's see. I haven't decided yet, but I'm not going to let my, plans sabotage me. Putting them down on paper and then allowing the mind to kind of go wishy-washy is one way of sabotaging yourself as well. But at the same time, yeah, let's see. Okay, guys, I'll be back in a bit. I'm just going to go weigh myself and see what these scales say, and I'll come back with you with the results and and yeah, that's it with the results. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so I'm back from weighing myself and I just want to kind of go over the stats with you. So I have got a smile on my face because it is good news. So the peanut never cost me so much. So I don't know if I'm going to add another day to myself. Let's see how it goes. If you was looking at this stat, you'll be like, oh my gosh, you're on your way. All you have to do, keep doing is the same thing, but you can't. You can't because you're human. You can't, especially because you're a woman and you have hormones. So this is why the plan is very, very important. This is why I have to kind of keep adjusting it and move it around so I can get the maximum benefit. So let's start with yesterday's weigh-in. 1 second, sorry. So yesterday is week 1, day 3. I weighed in at 72.4 kg. That's 162 pounds. I have 30 pounds to lose. My body fat percentage is what I'm concentrating on mostly, is 40.6%. And I think ideally I want to lose 10% of that. 30% will be one of my first goals, but it depends on what I look like. So all of this does depend on what I look like, because I've seen myself at 63 and I am very small, but at the same time I didn't have any muscle on me, so that does play a point because muscle weighs more than fat. Today, week 1, day 4, I weighed in at 72.4 kg. So I've lost 3 pounds. That's 159 pounds now. I have 27 pounds to lose. My body fat, which is what I'm concentrating on most, is 39.7%. So I've only lost a little bit on body fat, but it's still very good. In the beginning of any type of journey, the first weight that you're going to lose is water weight. And this is why I take a detox tea, because it helps flush that all out quicker. So the first couple of days, that's what my body's trying to kind of zone into. Real body fat percentage, body loss will take some time, but I've got all the time. What else am I doing? We're on lockdown. Plus, it's not even about that. My health is most important to me. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to do another video about my fasting plan and what I come up with when it comes to my birthday weekend and just generally the next 8 weeks, which is 2 months. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I make faith-based content in Christ, intermittent fasting, health and fitness, and a feminine lifestyle. So I will check in with you in a bit, let you know how I'm doing. My goal is to sip more on this. Yes, my snake juice. And I'll check you in a bit, guys. So I'm back. I am so cold. Like, honestly, prolonged fasting makes you so cold. I think naturally I'm quite a person that doesn't do well in the cold. I don't even know why I live in this country, but I don't. And the heating is on full blast and it just doesn't feel warm enough. My feet are cold, my hands are cold, I am cold, it's just cold. So I was doing some work and I just thought, let me just take a little break. So I've made myself a coffee. If you don't know, you can have plain black coffee on a prolonged fast. I know this looks like it's frothed up, like, is that milk? No, the frothing machine just makes it frothy and it just comes out like that, and I like it. It just kind of gives me that, it's not even tasting milky, it just gives me that illusion. But on that note, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but since doing prolonged fasting and these are the only options you have, I do like a good quality coffee once in a while, but I like a cappuccino. I like things with cream in it and stuff like that. So I'm not a jet black coffee person, but given the circumstances and the options, you tend to, and it gives you a little energy as well, and it's warm. So it's another warm option for me. I have been, as you can see, I have been drinking this snake juice. So I'm quite proud of myself on that one. I could be drinking a lot more, but I've done okay. With this coffee is quite special because it's something called Delgada. And it's basically an Arabian coffee that has its element is green coffee. And if you don't know, green coffee helps burn fat. It helps metabolize the cells a lot quicker. Plus, it's got something called Garcinia cambogia in it, which is an appetite suppressant. And guys, believe me, it works. With or without fasting, it works. Obviously, as I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't really have coffee other than when I'm fasting. So it works, guys. I don't know what else to say. It really, really does work. Because it gives me a lot of energy, and I use this as well, which is the fat burner and the energy supplement. Because I woke up late, I didn't want to take this because I'm so fed up of waking up late. And I really thought I had really set myself up yesterday to win, but these fireworks just took me down. So today itself, I'm going to bed on time. In my bed by 10 a.m. So I figured, let me not take this, because this tends to, if I take it late, tends to keep me up. So the coffee doesn't really do that. So I just thought I'd have that now. You can't have no sugar and you can't have no milk, but frothing it up just kind of gives it that little, if you're into that kind of white coffee, cappuccino stuff. I am. I don't like black coffee, but I like this coffee. It's really nice. It is an instant coffee. It comes in sachets, so you just put it into the water and easy does. They do have another version which has like a creamer in it, and it's called Latin. It's absolutely beautiful. Technically, this would break a fast. It really would. But I have taken it odd times and it hasn't taken me out of ketosis too badly. But I only tend to have this if I'm like, it's either I'm going to cheat or I'm going to have this. It's one or the other. But I'll have this in normal occasions, like when I'm having my tea party with my daughter or my friends. Not that my friends are coming over now, but you know, just more of a socializing coffee. It's easy to carry around with me, and I'll have that with me. And I love the taste of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got stevia as a sweetener, so you don't even have to add sweetener in it. And it comes up, I think it's got a milk. I thought it was dairy free, but it's not. It's got a milker in it, but I love it. It's really nice. Another thing it's got in it, and both of them have in it, they have ganoi, which is a medicinal mushroom. This one has ganoi chaga and ganoi in it, and I think that one's got one or the other, but they've both got a medicinal mushroom in them. And if you know anything with coffee and medicinal mushrooms, you know they're game changers. So they really help with the immune system. So that is about it. It's getting late. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock now. It's getting a little bit late. I still haven't took my daughter for a walk. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if anything's open. Not just because it's New Year's Day, because it's lockdown as well. So I've got a package to post. So I figured, let me take my daughter, see if I can do the package, pay a few bills, and then just go for this walk with my daughter and then come back home. At least I know I've done it. And what else can you say? You've done it. You've achieved something today, because I really want to go bed early today. So once I come back, I can just kind of get in the bath and just finishing it off for the day, bed early. Okay, guys, I will check in with you in a bit and let you know how I'm doing. But otherwise, I feel a lot more stronger today. A lot more, like, just a lot better. My period pains are not hurting me as much. And just overall, I just feel a lot more better. But I think it's because I've been doing a lot of planning, a lot of organising. I've been getting, I bought myself 2 beautiful planners this year. If you know me, I am a planner person, but I wanted ones that were matching, and they're black. This one's by Clever Fox. And I don't love the way it's set up completely, but I do like it. So I used today, so not that there's much in there, to kind of get it organized a bit, because it's so easy, because I have so much books to kind of forget what I'm doing. And then this one is my budget one, because this year, me and this guy are going to be best friends. I really need to get my finances in order, my personal finances in order. Just something that I need to do to head forward. It's just one of my goals. So that is what I'm doing today. And then later on, I'm going to finish off my dream board. I've done Facebook lives on these, so people pay and they do the board with me. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be finishing off today. I'm going to try to see if I can get it printed out in A3, so then I can stick it up and have it more of a visual cue for what I'm achieving this year, which is more of a being this year. What am I being this year than really what I'm achieving? So that is about it, guys. I'll check you in a bit. I hope if you've got any questions, leave the comment below. But I am doing that video on what's that name, on how to set up your plan, because I've finished mine. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I've absolutely finished it for the next 7 weeks, all together. So I'm going to do a video separate on what everything is on here and why I've done it the way I've done it. So check out that video, guys. So yeah, other than that, okay guys, I'm back. So I'm ready to kind of go up the shops now. I was thinking of going for a walk and I realized how dark it is, and I don't think my daughter will do very good going for a walk where we was going to go, because as much as it's got safety lights there, it's quite dark. It's like a greenway and it just kind of goes on. So I've got to really try to now think about it getting dark by 4 o'clock, by 4, 5 o'clock, that I really need to get this walk in at a minimum of exercise in by 2 o'clock. It's a way of me getting her out of the house, especially because I don't know if Monday she's going to be going back to school or the following week. So in doing that, I realized I haven't taken my vitamins for the day. And one of the reasons why that is important, especially when you fast, is because, you know, regardless of what other videos that you watch, I am telling you, right? If you think that you're going to successfully do this long term without any backup system, you're going to be mistaken. Now, some of you have this idea that you're going to get all your nutrition from your food. If you've got weight, you can't do that naturally, because a lot of food, especially superfoods, cannot be consumed like that. They're not foods that you can be eating like that. You don't go out eating jet black cocoa like that. You can't consume it at that level. Spirulina, you know, other types of different type of superfood, you cannot get the full nutrition benefit from eating it in its raw state. So a lot of things need to be cultivated. So getting a good multivitamins, I do promote and highly recommend NutriBurst. This is a liquid form. Absorption rate is about 98%. I do prefer the NutriBurst Plus. Do I have it here? And the difference between these two is that it's got Q10 in it, which helps with oxygen towards the cells, and this one has herbs in it. So it has herbs powders in it and fruit powders in it. It's basically the same thing, just has added benefits, but I prefer this. But we only had this one in the house, so this is the one we use. Plus my daughter prefers this one. Like I said, it's 80% absorption rate. If you've been following or you know anything about NutriBurst, you see a lot of people take like a capful. I don't. I take a spoonful, because, you know, my funds can't. This will go very quickly. This lasts me a month. I have to get 2 because I have a daughter as well. So, and she takes the same amount as me. If we did that, we would be going through for a month, sorry. And we go through 2 a month. Another thing I do take is immune boosting supplement. This one is called Complex X. There's another 3. I'm going to do a video about them. If you want to hear more about good quality supplements that can help boost your immune, leave a comment below. This one is called Complex X. This one is high in zinc, high in vitamin D3, B12, and all the vitamins that are needed, especially with this corona virus. So yes, I take 2 of these. It's advised to take 3, but I take 2 because I've worked out if I take 2, it will last me exactly 3 months. And the reason why I take 2 is because I take this. If I didn't take the NutriBurst as well, I would take the 3. But because I take the 2 both, I am taking less. Plus, when I studied supplements, you can ratio depending on what your needs are. And I'm very consistent with taking my supplements. Today is the first I've taken it so late. And that is me done. So I'm going to go take up the shops, come back, and then have an early night. But in that early night, I'm going to do some planning in my bed, just kind of be a bit more realistic. The more mistakes you make, the more you realize what's going to work for you realistically and what's not. So like I said, I just leaving my walk for so late is not going to work, especially with Eden, because it's dark, it's too dark out there even with the lights. So I've got to make sure I get it in earlier. And like I said, the only reason why I'm not pushing exercises because of my period. I'm feeling very icky, very lethargic, very not so much tired. But there is an evening workout that I want to just cultivate, which is a few ab works, a few core exercises with my yoga mat. So I'm gonna show you a video and show you those things that I'm gonna do, and they're gonna be consistent. They only take about 5-10 minutes to do. I'll do a separate video on what those exercises are, because if you watch my last video, my fast prior to this, I didn't do any exercise, but I wasn't, for me, and for most of my clients, when you exercise too much, when you do prolonged fasting, it makes you hungry. So you've got to kind of be careful with that. But now that I've got more of a swing on things, and mentally I know there's a few things that I can start putting in to give me maximum benefit, especially when I'm trying to lose this last 30 pounds. So I'll give you some tips and tricks when it comes to the basic, what I call is maintenance exercises that you can do, especially now it's the winter and stuff like that, guys. So let me go and I will check in with you guys in a bit. Take care. Hey guys, so I'm back. It's around 7:30 in the evening now. I'm getting tired. I actually really want an early night. I want to be in my bed by 9:30, sleeping by 10. So I have decided to kind of set myself up to win. So about half an hour ago, I took some Alleviate drops because I felt a little hunger coming on. And so now I'm going to have some bone broth because, like I said, I'm freezing, and that is the joys of fasting. I don't know if, do I know? Of course I should know. Yeah, a lot of people feel like this, but I think I'm just one of the extremes, people that get cold. So I want something warm. If you never watched yesterday's video, I'll put it up here. This is the bone broth that I'm using. Keep it in the refrigerator once you've opened it. But yesterday I actually used 1 tablespoon and it was so flavorful. So I'm thinking now that maybe I would do as directed and have 1 teaspoon and see how that works out. So I've got about 500 mils of water. When I read it, I think they wrote it down wrong. It said 5 mils, but I think they meant 500 mils because it said 16 folds. What did it say? Yeah, 17. So that's it's still very, very, very cloudy, which is a good sign. So I'll see how it tastes. Make sure it's still got a lot of flavor in it. Otherwise, I'll add the other little bit in. The herbs are there. It smells very strong still. It's weaker. It is weaker. But I prefer it, if I'm honest with you. It's what it should be. I like that. So at least that's going to save me because having a tablespoon is like 2 teaspoons. So at least this will last me a bit longer. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and I'm going to drink this now. Then I'm going to have a bath, a salt bath. These are, I wanted to kind of show you the salt baths that I use. I love these ones. They have these in all sorts of different types of essential oils now. I used to take the original one, but now I have every single one and I use them. So these are the Epsom salt ones. Oh, they smell so beautiful. So I'm going to have a soak in that, and then I'm probably going to come up and say goodnight to you, take my probiotic. I haven't really drank as much snake juice as I wish I was hoping it would be about down here, but I will start again tomorrow. I'll be day 5. So yeah, otherwise another successful day. I'm really having this really just to go to bed and set myself up because I don't want to have a peanut situation again where I'm craving for it. There's no fireworks going on, I pray, tonight, so I'll be able to have a good night's sleep. But I will check in with you guys before I go to bed, and that will be it. Any comments that you have, any inquiries, please leave the comments below. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And guys, I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Guys, so I totally forgot that I didn't do my blood monitoring. I've started drinking, but obviously it's not going to take me out of ketosis. not at the level that I'm at. I actually printed out what the levels mean. So if you're, I don't know if that's meant to say minus, you're in higher ketosis level. That means it's very difficult to achieve without a doctor's supervision or a medical professional. I'm not a medical professional, but I'm a certified health coach. So you shouldn't want to do any prolonged fasting without any help unless you are a pro faster. So then it's got 1 to 3 levels. Your high in ketosis level for those using it for treatment such as disease as cancer, epilepsy, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, trauma brain injury, and chronic inflammation disease. Here you go. 3 to 6, your moderate level of ketosis for those type 2 diabetes, obesity, insulin resistant, metabolical or disorder. 6 to 9, your low ketosis, ideal for weight loss and health management. Anything over 9, you're not in ketosis. I know that probably doesn't make any absolutely sense to you. It doesn't, and it does to me. Because of the app, it kind of helps. It just kind of says it for you. So I would definitely recommend this. I will leave a link to this below. But like I said, thinking this is a Lancis, I think, and this is the Lancis pieces. I think if I've got it wrong, I will put that here. So these are the blood glucose ones, are the goldy brown ones, and the ketones reading ones are the blue ones. So you have to do the blood, you have to do the glucose ones first. But let me tell you something, guys. Take them out of their packaging before you start. Both of them. Lay them on top of each other, like on top of their packet like that, so you know what you're doing. Because when you're trying to get it while your little prick bleeding, it's not a joke. It just ends up mayhem. So, and you end up panicking and doing it. So this bar code thing goes into the monitor, and then that is it. So I'm going to put it in, turn the monitor on. It actually did everything for me because it's Bluetooth. It kind of knows the days, the times, everything. I didn't have to set anything, which when I looked at the videos on YouTube, I was prepared to do that. But the videos that I've got are different. There must be older videos. Plus, this is a European one. And they didn't have many European videos. There was mostly American. So I've put it in, and it's going to know that this is a glucose one. It will say GLU. It knows the time already. So I should have been in bed a long time ago, but I'm going to do this. So this I put as number 5 because I found that number 3 wasn't strong enough. They say to swap the hands, but it's not like I do it every day. So let's go for this again. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan. But I found the 3 was too weak. It wasn't getting enough blood out. So it's only a little bit. So you keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. I suppose you're meant to kind of get used to this if you're taking your blood quite often. I would only really measure this if I had done like some type of short fast and was refeeding. You must do it before you eat. I'm only doing it as a testing. YouTube, my clients, Facebook, all of that, because I'm on a long fast. It's inevitably I'm going to be in ketosis, high ketosis at that. I did eat a peanut yesterday, so let's see if that's kind of taking me out. I can't remember what I was yesterday, so I'd have to look through my notes. I'll write it here compared to what I am now, so maybe it did take me out. Who knows? So I'm trying to get as much blood out as possible so then I can do both readings. It doesn't take a lot, if I'm honest with you. It doesn't take a lot for the readings to be read. So while that's doing that, I'm going to try squeeze out some more blood. And that says 33.7. Now, on the level of the reading I just gave you, it's the reading combined together. It's not the reading on its own. So, sorry guys. I don't know what it would be on its own, but it's the reading together, not on its own. It's saying the apple sign. I actually don't know what that means. I'll figure that out. and let you know as well. I'm going to take that out, and now I'm going to put the keto reading one in. As soon as it's registered, it's KET. I'm going to put the blood there. Doesn't take a lot of blood, to be honest with you. And then that's counting down now. And that's saying 0.8. Take that out. So guys, like I said, I don't know what it is, what the reading is, because it hasn't showed me together. It will show me on the app. So I will leave the reading here. And obviously I can't explain to you what that reading is. So I'll be back and I'll go through what that means. But I am sure I'm in deep ketosis, or at least a high level, because of that nut yesterday. But guys, get one of these. Honestly, they are good to keep, especially when you are refeeding, to see what foods work for you and what food doesn't, and how long it takes your body to get into the stages that you want it to get into. And sometimes these levels are not always compatible for everybody. So you want to kind of know what your body's doing and if it's working efficiently. And I think it's a good little accountability partner. If you're fasting on your own. Otherwise, you can allow me to be your coach and get success instead of wasting your time going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what coaches are there for. So guys, let me go in the bath, and like I said, I'm going to come back and I will just go through quickly what the readings are. But yeah, hey guys, so I'm back. So I actually had a shower, not a bath. I feel so much better for it, because I was able to kind of just get it done and get out, because it is late now and I'm pushing my luck, which I said I was going to be in bed at 9:30, but that ain't happened. So I'm going to go over how I cleanse my face, and then I'm going to take my probiotic for the end of the night, and then I've done. And honestly, I feel like I've had a 10 out of 10 day. Really, I have. I kind of printed out the glucose level stuff for the Keto Mojo, but I will go through that another video. But everything's good. I'm not as in deep as I thought I would be, but it's fine. I'm still in a good level. Let the body do what it needs to do. Not everything's about fat loss. But it's funny, because I decided to have a shower, not a bath, I actually had to take my clothes off upstairs, and I looked in the bedroom, and I was like, God, I look less bloated. Like my stomach, and I'm on my period, and my stomach looks a little bloated, but back fat doesn't look as protruded out. I was like, yeah, this is good. One of the things I like about having a little weight is that I have a little bum, and when I fast when I prolong fast, I do lose all of that. That's why one of the key things for me this time is to make sure I keep the muscle mass. That's why a little while in between, I'm going to be using Chewy, which is unrefined protein, which will help me build muscle mass, not body fat weight. So the scales may tip up a bit, but it's going to be of pure muscle. So in that sense, I'm hoping my body fat percentage would be low, and my weight may be a little higher, but I will look slimmer. So that's the idea. So I am cleansing my face with Renew, which is like a superfood for the face and body. You can use it on the body as well. I don't tend to be honest with you. It's such a small bottle, it can only go a long way. And I use it as a cleanser first of all, and then I set it at the end. But the only thing with that, it does get dry really quick. So I'm very quick when I'm cleansing. The only nice thing about being on lockdown, if I'm honest with you, which is something I've noticed, is that I don't get as many whiteheads as I used to. Squeezing my nose every day, which is a place where I get a lot of whiteheads, they're just becoming less and less each day. So I'm really liking that. I wasn't able to get my eyebrows or anything done because my beautician lady obviously is on lockdown, so I can't get any help there. I wash my face with a CBD soap. This one is lavender. It smells so good. I use the charcoal one as well, and the shea butter one I have, but I haven't used it yet. That's more of a moisturizing one. But you know how soaps tend to leave you like tight and you can't even move your skin? This one you can, and I'm telling you, the dirt comes off. So I've been using it on my body, and it's just working amazingly. It's making my skin look flawless. So the next thing I do after I've cleansed that, I am going to cream my face with the Infinity oil, which is an emu oil, which is from the emu bird, which is a highly concentrated, saturated oil. I put, like I said, I like my skin oily. Like that doesn't, like I don't get it when people don't like that. But when I'm wearing makeup and stuff like that, I don't want this. And this is just gives you such a flawless, it gives me that kind of feeling I like with when I cream my face with coconut oil, but it absorbs so well that I don't look over greasy. And when I put my makeup on and stuff, it just sits quite well. On Sunday, I am going to do a facial. I think I'm going to show how to do a detox face mask with the detox tea that I use, and I will be doing my whole thing. I'm going to probably do that on Facebook Live. So if you want to join that, I'll probably leave the video so you can re-watch it if you're watching this afterwards. And as you know, with fasting or anything this time of year, your lips get so dry. So I use the same emu oil, this one, slightly, just put it on very gently because it's so thick. It's very similar to this one, but it goes on a lot more thicker, and it's not the best. So that is it that I do for my facial. It's very, very easy. Keep it simple, stupid, and I love it. This is how I'm going to go to bed and have a good night's sleep. And the next thing I'm going to do after that, which I won't do here, is I am going to massage myself and use my CBD Alleviate cream, small but mighty. This is I use for headaches. This I use in my scalp when I grease it. It smells so good. This I'm going to put all over my belly, and then I'm going to put my body compressant garment on, put my night clothes on, and go to bed, my dears. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have anything you want to ask me, if you want to connect with me, if you want to buy any of the supplements, the information is below, guys. Pray for me, and I mean this when I say pray I wake up in the morning, like early. Please, please, please do, because I've had enough. I have to be on a roll. I mean, I do feel like I've had a successful day, even as I woke up really, really late. But at the same time, I feel like it still could have been better. I'm using just a local health food shop. They sell this eye cream. I don't really use eye cream, but because I'm trying to use it up, I'm using this one. I did hear that there's a CBD one available, and I might invest in that. So my eyes don't really get very dry, but I don't do anything to them normally. So I'm trying to give myself some self-love, you know. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure. I hope you really enjoyed the video for today. Day 5 tomorrow, like day 5. I'm really, really starting to feel proud of myself, especially when I set the goals and I consciously do them. It does have such a good feeling about it, and that is a nice thing about being accountable and showing up and making it happen. And this year, guys, this, I know everybody says it, but this is my year for change. This is my year to make a lot of things happen. And I know all of us have hopes and dreams and aspirations, especially because of the year that we've had. No matter if it's affected us directly or indirectly, we want a change. So that's what you have to go for. Health first. Guys, it was a pleasure. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I make faith-based content in Christ, intermittent fasting, health and fitness. Consider subscribing, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.